This is Fields and Crops Manager Session 2. If you haven't already, you may want to watch Fields and Crops Manager Session 1 first. Fields and Crops Manager was created to help farms keep all their field and crop information in one place. Let's take a look at the program. In this session, we will review making a manure spreading work order, recording manure applications, tracking costs, and running reports. Let's begin. Fields and Crops Manager understands manure. Livestock farms track their manure to account for its nutrients and to meet regulations. Fields and Crops Manager is designed to help on both accounts, again with quick entry. The farm sets up their different manures in farm setup, along with any lab analyses and manure spreaders. Then most start with a manure spreading work order report, which makes it easy to give manure application instructions to staff in a form that makes it simple for them to record their work. You begin making a manure spreading work order report by configuring the dialog box and selecting the fields that you want to spread. Here we're searching for a specific field rather than having to scroll through the whole list, and then we can select the fields we want to apply by using the Windows standard Control left click to select individual fields, or the left click and shift to select a range of fields. After we've configured the dialog box and selected the fields, it'll bring us to a manure grid where we can change the rate for a field as long as you do not surpass the maximum for that field. This user has their CAFO plan manure limits in the program, which will not allow them to over-apply manure based on the legal limits. If the farm does not have their CAFO plan limits in the software, it'll just list the default amount entered for each field. Recording manure applications is as simple as configure the spreader and then begin keying the fields, and in this case the number of loads per field. Of course, we can also record manure applications as 1,000 gallons per acre, or if you're irrigating, inches per acre. There are a lot of different reports to track your manure applications. You may also want to record fertilizer and chemical applications, tillage, even your weather logs and storage inspections for your CAFO plan. In each case, the entry goes quickly from the keyboard or with mouse navigation. And by the way, with the weather interface, Fields and Crops will automatically keep your farm's recorded weather from your Davis Vantage Pro weather station, as well as a log of your forecasts. And it will calculate and accumulate degree days to help you fine-tune your projected harvest dates. Reports in Fields and Crop Manager are all predefined and easy to run. It's just a matter of a few clicks to send a report to the printer, or as an email, or even as a fax. On the right-hand side is the master library of all the reports in Fields and Crops Manager. And on the left-hand side is where a user can keep their favorites. And it's a simple matter to drag and drop a report from the library over to favorites, so you don't have to look through all the reports each time you want to run one. If you enter your cropping costs in farm setup, for operations that's expressed as dollars per acre, and your input prices for things such as fertilizers, chemicals, seeds, Fields and Crops will track costs automatically. In this crop summary, you see we've got price costs for 3 categories: nutrients, the fertilizers applied; operations, charges for planting, broadcasting, and spraying; and then the chemical costs. that give us a summary then for the field, for the crop, for that crop year.
I'm Patty Reiner, and I'm at Batavia, New York, where I am one of 4 operators of Mighty Acres, Inc. We are a third-generation farm. We use the Fields and Crops program and have been working with the program for approximately 20 years now. So we've seen it evolve through a lot of different phases, and I'm most excited about where it is right now. One of the main areas that we use it for is spray records. We're able to input our spray records and bring a report out that our processors are very happy with and have the information in a format that they desire. We also use the planting records. We're able to keep notes and comments when a field is planted. Perhaps we're going to use no-till on half the field and a specific tillage tool on the other half. We can make a note, and it will record and print out on a report for us that helps us keep track of what new ideas that we're trying to implement, what we're trying to do with our planting processes. The reports then can be made available to the fellows that are going to be doing the spraying. Maybe they're going to harvest. They know what order it was planted in. Once my reports are generated, I can go right from Fields and Crops and email or fax the report directly from the program to where it wants to go. If I need to have a specific crop's spray records sent to a specific processor, I just need to have their information in Fields and Crops email address book on my computer, and it will go right direct to their computer, which has saved a lot of time, a lot of paper, and I can also ask them questions. So the reports are wonderful and easy to use.
Fields and Crops Manager's designed to help farms get all of their field and crop information in one place. It's also designed with easy, consistent operation and quick entry throughout the program.